Good morning, all of you students. Today I am going to teach you about the definition and derivation of kinetic energy. We know that first of all you understand about the energy. The capacity to do work or the ability to do work is known as energy. Energy is also equal to the work done. So due to this reason, the SI unit of the energy is joule and CS unit of the energy is erg. So here we shall discuss about the definition of kinetic energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is known as kinetic energy. Its SI unit is joule and CS unit is erg. It is denoted by KE or EK. KE or EK. Any type of energy which is a scalar quantity. So potential energy and kinetic energy is also a scalar quantity. Now we shall discuss about the derivation of the kinetic energy. Derivation of the kinetic energy. So here KE or EK is equal to half mv squared. So we can derive the kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared, means half of the product of mass and square velocity is known as also kinetic energy. It is known as mathematical definition. Now derivation of kinetic energy. Consider that the external force F acted on a body which is at point A and its mass is m. Then it is accelerated with acceleration A. With acceleration A and reached at point B where its final velocity is v, and it covered the distance from A to B is s, which is also known as displacement. Here, because it covers in the straight line the distance, due to this distance is known as its displacement, because here this distance has magnitude as well as definite direction. So here it covers the distance, displacement A to B is s. Then we know that work done is equal to the dot product of force and displacement. Dot product of the force and displacement is known as work done, means dot product of the force F and displacement S is known as work done. So W is equal to F into S. You have also learned in the Newton's law of motion in chapters Newton's law of motion. F is equal to, you have proved in second law of motion, F is equal to ma. So we put the value in the place of F is equal to m vector A dot vector S displacement. Then we get here the MAS, this is the magnitude of the work done. Now according to the Newton's law of equation, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS, where the object is at point A, where its initial velocity is U and it is in a rest position, it is in a stationary position. Due to this reason, here its initial velocity is 0, then we have right here V square is equal to 0 square plus 2AS. Then V square is equal to 2AS. Then AS is equal to V square by 2. Now putting the value of AS in equation first, then we get here W is equal to M into AS is equal to M dot, putting the value of AS in this case, then we get here the half mv square. We know that here work done is equal to also kinetic energy. So work done is equal to kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So therefore K is equal to half mv square. This is the derivation of the kinetic energy. This is the derivation of the kinetic energy. Now we shall discuss about the relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. Linear linear momentum. We know that Ke is equal to half mv squared. Half mv squared. So it is also written as half mv into v is equal to half mv into m multiplied from the second velocity v, and also it is divided by the m mass. Then both cancel, then we get only the velocity. We know that the product of mass and velocity is known as linear momentum. It is noted by p. So here half mv represent the p, and also mv represent the p, divided by m is equal to p squared by 2m. So here kinetic energy is equal to p squared by m. Means here kinetic energy is directly proportional to the square of the linear momentum. Kinetic energy is the directly proportional to the square of the linear momentum, and also in this case when we have measured the momentum, then also Ke is inversely proportional to the mass of the body. Means mass of the body increases, kinetic energy decreases. Mass of the any body decreases, then its kinetic energy increases. Here when the kinetic energy is increased, means directly proportional to the square of the linear momentum. Means when the kinetic energy is given twice, then the momentum of it is increased by 4 times. So this is the relation between the kinetic energy and the linear momentum. Now we shall discuss about the work done against the gravity. We know that any object which is situated at point A above the earth's surface, then work done against the gravity, work done against the gravity is equal to weight of the body into height of the body above earth's surface. Height of the body above earth surface. So work done against the gravity is also denoted by W is equal to weight, denoted by weight of the body is denoted by mg, and height of the body above earth's surface denoted by h. So here work done against the gravity is equal to weight of the body into height of the body above earth's surface. So work done against the gravity is denoted by W, and weight of the body denoted by mg, and height of the body above the earth's surface denoted by h is equal to here mgh. So work done against the gravity is equal to mgh. Work done against the gravity is also known as potential energy. Work done against the body is equal to potential energy. It is denoted by PE. So here Work done means W is equal to PE is equal to mgh. So therefore PE is equal to mgh. So you have learned today about the definition of the kinetic energy, about the derivation of the kinetic energy, relation between the kinetic energy and the linear momentum, and work done against the gravity. So here work done against the gravity is also equal to potential energy, and we have also know about the definition of the potential energy, the energy possessed by a body due to its position, shape, size, direction, height is known as potential energy. There are three types of the potential energy. One is known as elastic potential energy, second is known as gravitational potential energy, and third is known as static potential energy. So thank you.